What's up, y'all? It's your boy C coming back at you with another episode of C's Retro Garage. Coming to you from the man cave in outer space in the freed state of Florida. Doing this review. Realsports Tennis. Those of you that know anything about Realsports anything on the Atari 2600, don't expect much. But I figured, what the hell. Let's jump in. Now, the Realsports franchise in general for the Atari was released in 1982. It was done for all three of their consoles, for the 2600, the 5200, and the 7800. In the early 80s, there was just home run and football for the Atari 2600, and they were pretty, well, let's just say, dated for that time period. What really prompted Atari to go with this Realsports lineup was in television. For those of you who are not aware, Intellivision was a competitor of Atari back then. Intellivision actually offered you better graphics, better sound, better gameplay. It was just better. Well, you know, that happens when you come after the godfather of gaming consoles. So that Intellivision advertising campaign of 1980 really put a serious hurting on the 2600. They said how much just to put it bluntly, how much their graphics really sucked, especially when it came to the gameplay and the looks of their sports games. So when as far as when they compared it to their games. So Atari decided to rebrand their sports lineup and released Realsports Baseball, Football, and Volleyball in 1982. The following year was Realsports Soccer, Tennis, and then of course came the dreaded 1983 video game Crash. Realsports Boxing was released later on down in 1987, towards the end of Atari's run, trying to salvage whatever they could at the time, and they did do an update to Realsports Baseball for the 7800, and that was it. There was a redo of Realsports Basketball for the Atari 2600 and 5200 also, but it never panned out. It never happened because of the video game Crash of 83. So the original reception for the Realsports franchise itself was actually a pretty good one. It was actually credited to being a very effective update for the Atari line in general, as well as compared to Mattel's sports series, which was Intellivision, and could be compared to as almost equal. And that was about it. However, with that being said, anybody who has played all of the above mentioned cannot be that impressed. Realsports Baseball, let's face it, baseball games in general are kind of boring. Realsports Football, let's face it, it kind of sucked. And football games in general kind of sucked. So those of you Madden fans and 2K whatever fans, you guys better get on your hands and knees and pray to the Tecmo gods. Because if not for Tecmo Bowl, we probably wouldn't have any more sports games. Because Tecmo Bowl is the icon of football games, the godfather of football games. And then Super Tecmo Bowl was even better. The only game I could think of for the 2600, Real Sports Boxing, was okay, very tiring, exhausting with the thumbs, because man, you could just pound the crap out of your opponent, and it seems like, you know, you would flatten them and they would come back. You never knew when they came back, or if you got knocked down, how hard was it to get up? You didn't know how you were getting up, when you were getting up. I mean, let's face it again, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was the godfather of boxing games as well. So I mean, all credit goes to the Nintendo Entertainment System for that. The only game that was somewhat decent is Real Sports Soccer, sadly. And Real Sports Volleyball wasn't bad either. And this is on the 2600 platforms. But we are emphasizing on Real Sports Tennis for the 5200. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, let's game. All right. Of course, real sports anything on Atari is usually a sore subject. Except baseball. Baseball is always cool in these old shitty platforms. There wasn't much to them. But this is, Real Sports Tennis. I got this game for a whopping $3. I need it, so I bought it. So let's go ahead and let's start the game. It looks like I'm serving. And there we go. And actually it's not too bad. I lost there. The gameplay's pretty good actually. You can actually move in this game. The ball kind of gets a little bit away from you. It looks like it does, but you can actually make it. Let me see if I can get one in there. Get in there. See what if you take a look at it, it looks like the ball's away from you, but if you swing at it, you'll hit it. As long as it's within a certain range. But you know what? It's not bad. Let's see if I can ace this bastard. The computer ain't bad, huh? Maybe I got it on hard. I don't know. I suck at tennis anyway, man. I'm a baseball player, so. Tennis players got some messed up knees and feet. I think baseball players are pretty bad, but tennis players definitely they earn their money, man. They earn their money. Oh, look at that! I got aced, huh? Oh, that sucked. But to be honest with you, the graphics are not horrible. What you would expect. This is just a port from the 2600 version. Unlike the 2600 version, this one's actually, you can move around. It's actually not bad. It's a fun game. I'm probably going to get my ass whooped anyway, so we'll just go ahead and finish out the game and finish getting our ass kicked. See if I can just get a point against the computer. I guess not. He's going to whoop me. As the old Atari motto goes, easy to learn, difficult to master. And it looks like now I'm on serve. Man, you can outget this guy. He's a tough son of a bitch. Hey! Alright, I aced him. Okay, I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. I'll call that a moral victory. This game is fun. This is actually a good game. This is worth the $15 for this game, man. Honestly. This is a port from the 2600 version. So, it's not bad. Not bad at all. I would definitely buy this. No question. This is a $15 game, man. Most people will give these away just because it's such a common game. It just sits around. So, like I said, I bought it for $3. You'll find these sitting around $3 to $5. play it all day long. This is a very fun game. It was kind of fun for the 2600, but you didn't move like this. You didn't move this good and this well. And the play control is way, way, way better on the 5200 than the 2600. So this one definitely gets C's seal of approval. I'm happy. $3 well spent. And that was an unbelievable game review. See? Never judge the book by its cover. Never judge that book by its name. This should be a piece of shit, just like all the other real sports games were. But this game for the Atari 5200 is a winner. A $3 game. How about that? $3 for this bad boy. I would have paid $15 for it. This is a fun game. This is a great game. 2 players, even more fun. Yeah, it's a little wonky, but what do you expect? It's 1983 Atari. It's gonna be wonky. Okay? But compared to its 2600 counterpart, this one's actually does not deserve the title of real sports anything. These games usually sucked for the Atari 2600. This one's actually alright. So, you know, very, very happy with that one. And, well, I have another little gem I picked up. So, next time, join me for another video game review of this other little gem. We'll see if this one's worth the price of admission. Kangaroo. So, you know, we'll get to that one some other time. And as always, this is your boy C, reminding you to stay safe, be ye kind one to another. Peace out.